Hello and welcome to another sim flying stream session. Today I'm going to be redoing my aerial tour of my hometown of St. Louis, Missouri, flying the Icon A5, because the last time I did it, apparently, for whatever reason, my mic wasn't working, so we're going to try this again. Anyway, like I said, we'll be flying I'll be flying the Icon A5 out of St. Louis Downtown Airport, formerly Parks Airport. We're going to go up north, Cahokia Mounds State Historic Site. Come back, follow the river down to downtown St. Louis riverfront. Check out the City Museum and a few other places of interest along the way. Going south, a couple more places of interest. Heading back up north, we'll see my neighborhood I grew up in here. Botanical Gardens. And Forest Park here, which coincidentally, Forest Park is actually, I can't remember the exact statistic, I think 2 times bigger than Central Park in New York. And it was home of the 1904 World's Fair. But yeah, I'll be telling you these little interesting tidbits along the way. And of course, we'll be doing a flyover Lambert International, and former McDonnell Douglas, now Boeing, over there. Lots changed since I was a kid. And we'll be landing at Spirit of St. Louis Airport, Chesterfield. So let us get started. Actually, I do have it set to live weather, but if it's overcast like that and rainy, I think I'm just going to clear sky it. Yeah, maybe a few clouds, huh? And I am also not going to do this at night, because that would not really work out too well. Alright, now let's get started. Alrighty, let's see. I hope those. Let me let me fix those clouds real quick. Yeah, we can do. Oh no, I can't do it with this one. That's scattered. There we go. Do high level. And by the way, this is the flow wheel add-on in Marketplace. Okay, let's get started. It's already bright. I guess I'll start it up. Well, yeah, I'll start it up first. Quick start. I think that's all my lights. Which the beacon and nav lights is also an add-on in the game store. Of course, I'm playing on Xbox Series X with T-Flight HOTAS and rudder pedal set. Let's contact ground. Yeah, we'll check ATIS real quick. Or not.
Parks Airport information, Golf 120 Zulu. Wind 272 at 6. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15. Dew point 13. Altimeter 29.92. Visual runway 30 right and ILS runway 30 left in use. Landing in departing runway 30 right and runway 30 left. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Golf.
Downtown ground, Spectre 1-2 tree, request taxi for departing straight out with Golf.
I keep forgetting to
Spectre
change
1-2
that.
tree taxi to and hold short of runway 30
Call sign.
left via taxiway Foxtrot Bravo, cross runway 23 Echo Alpha Charlie. Contact tower on 119.925 when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway tree 0 left via taxiway Foxtrot Bravo, cross runway 2 tree Echo Alpha Charlie Spectre 1-2 tree.
See, the Spectre is supposed to be the call sign for when I'm flying military aircraft. This is supposed to be the tail number, but for whatever reason, I don't know, the game will not differentiate. Which is why before I didn't really use the call sign, and I guess I won't again. Okay. I'm not going to be all perfect about it. Why didn't it just take me there? What the hell? Derp-a-derp. Well, I also got the new enhanced airport lighting add-on too. I'm driving like I'm drunk here, so I'm not paying attention. Okay. Had to put my phone down. Hell, are we driving this route, or... This man is taking me all the way down here. I for real gotta go all the way down there. Already spent, what, 15 minutes, 14 minutes just between startup from cold and dark to where I am now. Not even in the air yet. And I didn't even do all of that realistically, like all my checklists and stuff.
Downtown Tower Spectre 1-2 tree at runway tree 0 left ready for departure departing straight out.
Spectre 1-2 tree altimeter 29.9 2 wind 272 at 6. Straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 0 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 0 left, Spectre 1-2 tree.
first stop is going to be Cahokia Mounds. Trim this. Okay, that should be alright. Yeah, still wants to nose up. There we go. Excuse me. Bit of choppy air.
Sector 123, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Downtown Tower, Spectre 123 frequency change. Approach Spectre 123 is type icon 5 miles northeast of Parks, 1,400 feet. Request flight following.
Spectre 123 approach. Squawk 0127.
Squawk 0127 Spectre 123.
Spectre 123 radar contact 5 miles northeast of Parks, 1,500 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger,
So, okay,
Spectre
what we're going to here is Cahokia Mounds, a historic site. Basically, this whole area used to be a city of the Mississippian people, and they built these pyramids instead of out of stone. They just pretty much piled earth on top of itself, big pile of earth in the shape of pyramids. This big one right here, I'll fly over. This big one right here is called Monk's Mound. Excuse me, where it's believed the chief's house would have been. Excuse me again. There's also other mounds scattered around in this area. And turning back on it. You can see a smaller mound right there. But there's others too. Small mound right here. And they used, I guess it's called wood henge. Basically, it serves the same purpose as Stonehenge. It worked as a calendar, timekeeper clock. Astronomical events or whatever, celestial events, season, all that stuff. And basically it was a circle of basically poles, wooden poles that were standing on end. Now the Mississippian people here and the city actually stretched all the way into St. Louis. There were mounds discovered in St. Louis. However, they didn't really care. They didn't. But anyway, yeah, they didn't care. So when they were developing one part of the city, they apparently didn't realize that they were raising a mound until there was nothing left of it but a boulder. They put that boulder in basically the center of a roundabout, but then moved it again when they redeveloped that roundabout, and where it now sits underneath a highway bridge in downtown St. Louis in obscurity. Not too long ago, a few years, it was found that there was a house sitting on top of an oddly shaped hill, like a regular house. Somebody had bought this property and just, I guess, thought it was a regular little hill. Come to find out, it was a mound. And so the Osage Nation came in and took possession of the land, tore down the house, and now it's a protected site. And mind you, the Mississippian people, too, I mean, this was a major trading hub for a lot of tribes during that time, to such an extent that they, archaeologists have actually found obsidian blades, arrowheads, spear tips, things like that, which are only made by Central and South American tribes. So that kind of, gives testament to trading, how far trading actually came along the Mississippi. Pretty cool, pretty crazy. Here we have what I think it's the McKinley Bridge. Of course, we just passed Horseshoe Lake right there for obvious reasons. Horseshoe. There's Gateway Speedway, Gateway Raceway. But yeah, this is McKinley Bridge over here. Or no, this is the McKinley Bridge. This is the TRRA Railroad Bridge. That's McKinley. We're going to go ahead and hook our left. Drop down a bit too. This is the Stan Musial Parkway or whatever. The Stan Musial Memorial Parkway. There we go. Actually went to school up in this area in grade school. This is North St. Louis. course, here we have Eads Bridge, which takes both car and Metrolink light rail traffic. Poplar Street Bridge and MacArthur Bridge. I'm gonna flip a U-ey. During the 4th of July, they have a big celebration at the Arch Grounds, the St. Louis Fair, and or Fair St. Louis rather, and they sit a bunch of barges right here and shoot fireworks off the barge. Pretty neat stuff. You can actually stand. There's a footpath on the bridge up here. Stand up there. They do air shows pretty much where I'm flying, exactly where I'm flying.
Approach Spectre 1-2 tree. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Spectre 1-2 tree approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared through Bravo airspace, Spectre 1-2 tree.
This here is the Justice Center. That's actually the jail up top here. And of course we passed over Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals. We are now going to fly over the City Museum, which is an absolute fun place to go if you ever visit St. Louis. It's pretty much an all-ages adult playground and an old shoe factory. There's 10-story slide, spiral slide. You gotta go up these metal grate stairs to get to. You can pretty much crawl through, climb up, whatever you want to there. And for the adults, they also serve liquor. They have really good alcoholic slushies. So, you know, help with some of the nerves getting up into these high places. There's a Ferris wheel up on top of the roof. All kinds of crazy stuff here. It's a real fun place. I encourage anybody to go. And here we have the old Kiel Center Theater. Home of St. Louis Blues hockey. Lots of concerts and all that stuff. Right here below us is Union Station, which was one of the settings for Escape from New York. because back when that movie was filmed, it was filmed here in St. Louis back in the early 80s, because back then St. Louis already kind of looked post-apocalyptic, so they didn't really have to do much for set design. Yeah, that's pretty much downtown St. Louis in a nutshell. They have big festivals on those grassy... I can't remember the name of the park, but it's a long, grassy park there. Stuff like Strassenfest, Oktoberfest, things like that. Following Highway 55 south. Another thing, St. Louis is known for a lot of really pretty Gothic cathedrals, if you're into that kind of thing. Architecture. And of course, here is the Anheuser-Busch Brewery and world headquarters. Like that. Right below us, right here, is Lemp Mansion, and here's the old Lemp Brewery. Now, the story behind that is, obviously they used to brew beer and stuff until the Prohibition came along. While a lot of other breweries like Anheuser-Busch, they switched to something else, you know, some other type of beverage, non-alcoholic stuff or whatever. But Lemp did not. They folded. They went under. Family killed themselves in the mansion over here. And it's actually on the registry of haunted places.
Spectre 123 traffic is 10 o'clock 4 miles at 3,700 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
That's the old brewery.
Spectre 123 have the Airbus A20N in sight.
And back when I was a teen, it used to have a haunted house, 4 stories below ground, so you had to take a freight elevator down to the haunted house. So it was already like this crazy, eerie setting, you know. It was where they used to store the beer kegs themselves. And ran them out to the river, the old river steamboats, through caves that ran underneath there. that's all Jefferson Barracks Park, Jefferson Barracks itself, and Jefferson Barracks Memorial Cemetery. And if I recall correctly, it's been around since like Civil War days, or maybe even before. But during World War II, I think, if it's correct, they trained Waco pilots, the Waco glider pilots here. I mean, I know Waco gliders were in World War II, but I don't remember if it was here for sure. But I think it was. I think they trained Waco glider pilots. And it's also a POW camp for Germans and Japanese. Don't quote me on that though. It's not modified. It's the in-game A5. The basic Microsoft DeSoto. Thanks for the heads up on the mic. I thought, maybe it would give a little immersion, as if I'm talking to you on a airplane microphone. But try to drown out hitting off my vape. I'm not sure what quarry this is, like what company it is, but I think it was like a granite quarry. And up here is Cliff Cave Park, which is, it's kind of self-explanatory in the name, a cliff and a cave. And I used to, back when I was a teen, go spelunking in that cave a lot. You can't get in there anymore now, but it's a really cool place. A bunch of people drowned in there because they went in after rain and heavy rain and got stuck when it flash flooded. So it's all closed off. I'm Batman. No, actually, Bat 78. Part of the reason is, I live the goth lifestyle, the goth culture, but the other part of the reason, which kind of actually makes it funny, is that one of my favorite aviation movies is Bat 21. So, and 78 is the year I was born in. Some choppy air. I don't think I have, no. I'll have to check that out. Right on. I'll definitely give that a search on YouTube. Check it out. thinking I should have gone with a slightly faster plane. But I was like, yeah, you know, I want something kind of slow so that way, like, you know, I can talk about the history of stuff that I'm flying around rather than, like, zipping past it, but... Here's a funny little side thing, by the way. This place right here used to be Monsanto chemical plant. It's still a chemical plant, but it's not Monsanto anymore. This bridge right here is a railroad bridge. And it has no sides to it. I mean, it's completely Stand By Me style, if you've seen Stand By Me. Friend and I used to cross that bridge all the time over River de Pier here. Usually it's dry. There's nothing in it. It's a giant storm drain, basically. Keeps the city from flooding. It doesn't really work. It actually adds to flooding. But that would actually be really cool, though. Central America tour. And my thing is, it's like, I was thinking about doing more of these in different places, but I don't really know a whole lot about other places. So obviously it would come with quite a bit of research, so I don't sound dumb. This area is actually where I grew up. As a matter of fact, let's see, this was my middle school right here. I lived down this street, and this is Bevo Mill. It was it's a windmill, now a restaurant, but it used to be a stopping point for the Bush family back in the day, you know, when cars were like way slower and it took a half a day just to drive 5 miles. But when they would leave the brewery to go home at what is Grant's Farm, they would stop there for drink and food along the way. Oh, nice. I'll have to check yours out, man. Right here is Missouri Botanical Gardens. Really, really cool place. This dome is called the Climatron, and basically what it is, it's a biodome that houses a rainforest. It's a rainforest biodome. It's really cool. Humid, but neat. A really cool Japanese festival here too. There's a beautiful Japanese garden. Heading back north again, we're heading toward Forest Park, Central West End, over here. Barnes-Jewish Hospital. It's like, I think it's like a world-renowned hospital for cancer research. Here is St. Louis Science Center and St. Louis University gaming grounds there, but Science Center, Planetarium, which is, that's shape is kind of off.
Resume own navigation. Contact approach on 132.125.
And one of the cool things about
Good day.
the planetarium, I love the planetarium. And one of the cool things about the institutions in St. Louis is like they're all free. You just have to pay for parking and whatever like extra stuff they have going on. But it's all free. You can get in the zoo for free. The art museum, which here's the zoo right here. St. Louis Zoo, which is another really good zoo. I'm not usually about zoos, you know, because animal captivity and stuff, but they do a lot of work with you know, animal rehabilitation and stuff like that. And of course, here's the art museum. And like I said at the beginning of this stream, Forest Park here, I don't remember the exact statistic, if it was 2 or 3 times, but I think it was 2 times bigger than Central Park in New York. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, with the zoo there, I believe, if I recall correctly, or they might have moved it to where the zoo is, but there's a bird cage there that was used in the 1904 World's Fair, and I don't know if they actually built the zoo around it or moved the cage to the zoo, but you can, you know, walk through it. And it's almost like Jurassic Park, where they walk through the pterodactyl cage. The zoo is really awesome. And if you're not from St. Louis, I highly suggest going to the City Museum. I love that place. I mean, just climbing on everything, crawling through everything. 9-story slide. Or 10-story slide. Spiral slide. It's crazy. Yeah, here's Lambert International, which another fun story to tell is
Approach Spectre 1-2 tree. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Spectre 1-2 tree approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared
Oh,
through
right on.
Bravo airspace, Spectre 1-2 tree.
But yeah, so when I was in grade school, my best friend at the time, well, grade school, middle school, his parents, they worked at Lambert, St. Louis. His mom was a U.S. federal marshal, worked at checkpoints, you know, and his dad was a supervisor of the ground crew who went out and, you know, made sure there wasn't like FOD and stuff to get sucked up into jet engines. And this complex used to be bigger. It's Boeing now, but it used to be McDonnell Douglas, and it was like a huge complex, gigantic hangar and everything. And his dad sat in this little tower, not the big tower, but it was a little tower that sat up on top of, you know, like one of the concourses or whatever. And you know, they had the high-powered binoculars, and we can look right over to McDonnell Douglas and see them rolling brand new F-18s, AV-8Bs, F-15s off the line, not even painted yet, because they would do their initial test flights and stuff. So they would like throw the Harriers into VTOL mode and all that cool stuff. And we also got to go out into the field and picked up jet fuel soaked mats in the grassy part right near the runway, so you got these jets taking off and landing just like a few yards away. Fun times. Yeah. Though I see that they made that extension, the new runways there. Those didn't used to be there. There used to be a car park at the end of the original runways that you can sit under where the jets are taken off. Kind of almost like St. Martin or whatever. Yeah, I don't really know what they even do with that Boeing plant now, because when I looked at it on like Google Maps or Google Earth, it doesn't look like a manufacturing plant that McDonnell Douglas was. Oh yeah, I bet. It's like one of those things. Did you really need it? Did you? Did you really need it? Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can imagine it would. Yeah, it's like in the odd positioning of it and everything, yeah. There's the Missouri River. Oh, are they? It just looked so much smaller now than what it was when it was McDonnell Douglas. That's cool though. Oh, cool. Got my runway in sight. Gonna land at Chesterfield, Spirit of St. Louis. One thing that I miss about living in St. Louis, because I live in Oklahoma now, is the Spirit of St. Louis County Fair and Air Show. The air show was always top notch. Always. Always had a really good selection of static aircraft on the line. So walk up to, hop in the cockpit of, so on and so forth. Really cool aerial displays. One of the coolest ones I saw there, as a matter of fact, was a World War II reenactment where there was a B-17 bomber doing bombing runs over the field. And as it did so, explosions would pop off in the center of the grassy area. And it was being escorted by P-51. And then a Zero would just come booming and zooming in. So the P-51 would break off and they would start their little dogfight display. And you can hear like the guns shooting, obviously blanks or whatever, but the rat-a-tat-tat-tat. It was really, really cool. Yeah, you know. Sometimes you do crazy stuff for women. But honestly, I don't think I can go back to living in St. Louis. Visiting there, yes. Living, Which one, the extension at Lambert or the one here at Spirit? Oh wow.
Spirit Tower Spectre 1-2 tree is 3 miles east 1,100 feet with whiskey to land.
Wasn't it? Or is that? Yeah, there we go. 2 red, 2 white.
Altimeter 29.9, 2 wind 271 at 6. Make straight in runway 26 left. Spectre 1-2 tree, follow the aircraft on final. Wind 271 at 6. Clear to land runway 26 left.
Too high.
Spectre 1-2 tree, go around.
What? Why? Why am I going around?
Going around Spectre 1-2 tree.
Somebody not move in time. Sure. Yeah, I didn't even see him. I know, right? But then if I would have landed, it would be like, oh, you do not have clearance to land. I've got a number for you. Yeah. Yeah, me too. One of the reasons why I wish I had PC. Use FatSim.
Spectre 1-2 tree, wind 271 at 6.
But then again, I'm not well versed in all that radio chatter.
Clear to land runway 26 left, Spectre 1-2 tree.
Are you sure? Are you sure I'm clear? No, there's not an imaginary airplane. It's gonna be short final low approach. I was gonna say, where is that? Where's the glide slope? This thing literally just kind of lands like a feather. So dainty.
Spectre 123, turn next taxiway.
I wish I could have gone to that one. I just got that new-ish.
Spectre 123, contact ground on 121.7.
Okay.
121.7 for Spectre 123.
New-ish enhanced airport lights add-on thing. I haven't seen how they look at night yet, though. Whoa, 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 dude. Slow your roll.
Spirit ground, Spectre 123, request taxi to parking.
Spectre 123 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha cross runway 26 left Alpha.
What?
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha cross runway 26 left Alpha, Spectre 123.
If that isn't crazy. So it's telling me to go this way, cross the runway, come this way. You know, I'm just gonna hook a left here. They can yell at me for it later. Right? And yeah, I only use the taxi ribbons because I'll never remember half the stuff they say. I mean, I guess if I want to be all hardcore about it, I can jot it down. Oh my goodness, you're just having me drive around in arbitrary patterns. And I forgot to turn my landing lights off. Taxi lights on. Yeah. Nope. The green box isn't gone yet. Now I can stop, buddy. Yeah. right? Just straight ahead. That's right in front of you. Just go right there. Pull in. Find a spot. You're good. Pow, pow, pow. Yep. Never trust these guys. But anywho, I am going to end this stream on this note, because I'll eventually download it and post it up on YouTube. So, but I might come back with something else. Maybe some more flight sim. I don't know. I'm kind of jonesing for Starfield a little bit. You too. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't already, subscribe, all that good stuff. Because I do this pretty often, at least maybe once or twice a week. But I play different stuff too. Like I'll play, flight sim or train sim, or even sometimes something like Hell Let Loose, which is really awesome and visceral. Yeah, Starfield is, man. I have to watch myself when it comes to those games, because I came from, playing the whole line of Elder Scrolls Saga, Morrowind, Oblivion, so on and so forth, and man, I just sink so much time, and it's like you can't expect to get anything done and or feel accomplished with just like an hour worth of gaming, Not with those games. So it's one of those games that I really have to have time to just sit there and spend all day to do I don't know, 2 quests. But it's a really good game. I wish I used to play Elite Dangerous, and I wish Elite Dangerous was a lot more like that in a lot of ways. But Frontier Development, they dropped console, and they just do enough to keep it alive on console. But PC players are getting all the cool stuff. Yeah, I mean, I still have Elite Dangerous, and I think about going back from time to time, because I did a lot of exploring and stuff like that. I founded a Facebook group, SPVFA, which is mostly screenshot photography and videos that people put together, stuff like that. And I was one of those, role-playing kind of nerds who was in Canon Interstellar Research, and I did a lot of cartography and some different research for them with the whole Guardians and the Thargoids and all that stuff. Man. I know if you switch from console to PC, you can email them and they'll port all of your stuff over from console to PC, but I don't know if they do that in reverse or not. The only thing is if you, well, I guess you can't play it at all on your PC. So I don't know if you would have played it when there was after they made the Space Legs thing, all that stuff. That's what I wish about to console, but nope, we do not. Where is that? Should have reset my trim. Whatever. Oh, okay. Yeah, fuel rats. Actually, I was out there flying with a buddy one time, and I don't remember if he was a noob. I mean, I guess you have to be a noob to not make sure you have enough fuel. But he, sure enough, ran out of fuel, and I sat there and waited with him until fuel rats arrived. Like I told him about it. I was like, yeah, dude, just go on there, tell them where you're at, what star system you're in. They'll tell you to, log off real quick. Like, let you know when they get there, log back in. So it's like this whole rescue mission. It was really cool to watch. But I think there was a fuel rat near enough by that he didn't have to log out or anything. So. Oh yeah. Yeah, I made the mistake of, not fully understanding how that stuff works, the, fuel scooping and all that stuff, and like the different stars. Like what stars you can refuel from. Of course, that was in the beginning, and with the starter ship, what was that, the Cobra or whatever? Yeah, they're really cool people. Like it's really cool of them to do that stuff. It's funny, but cool at the same time. It's like, man, these people are that dedicated, that much of a dedicated gamer. They're like basically a space AAA. Yeah, those guys were awesome. Then there, of course, there were the what was it? There's a group of space truckers. I can't remember. But they all left out of oh my god, why can't I remember now, the station that like takes forever to get to. But alright, I am gonna get off of here for now. Oh, did you? See, so like I had the SPVFA group on Facebook. I don't do it anymore. I handed it over to the other guys that have been keeping it alive for the longest time. But one of them is a murder hobo. Just goes around killing people for fun. I hate those guys. But yeah, I did a lot of cartography and interstellar research, all that good stuff. Liked playing in black holes. And that sounded wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Elite Dangerous. I'm talking about, astronomical, celestial, event horizon. No, I know you get it. But future viewers. Like black holes, huh? Anyway. Yeah, me too, man. Jeez, all the time. It's pretty much like an everyday kind of thing. Especially, I don't know if you were playing when, what was it, the Thargoids attacked the Aegis stations. And so, like, the whole community started jumping in and doing, like, all the rescue missions and stuff. And, of course, you know, I played in open, so, you know, there were other players and stuff. And it was so awesome to see how the community came together, because we would communicate with, basically, there would be dudes running security outside of the starport to keep from, you know, murder hobos and all that, pirates at bay and stuff, while the rest of us, we'd run in and run the rescue missions in and out of the starports. But, you know, so we'd collect our mission, and when we're going to leave, we'd, you know, hop on the chat. Hey, you know, so and so, I'm departing, blah blah blah. Don't shoot me, you know. It was really cool. And then, of course, there was the Distant Worlds group flight thing that took, like, I don't know, a couple months to complete. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. It's sad. They just, yeah, nope, we're gonna focus on the PC side of it. It's not like they can't do it. I mean, theoretically, maybe they can't do it, but all right, yeah, I am gonna jump off of here for now. I might be back on with something else. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But I need to go get something to drink. But I appreciate you all joining, keeping me company, chatting, and all that cool stuff. It was fun, because usually I'm just, like, doing this by myself, and, you know, like I said, I just end up posting it on YouTube. So, appreciates it. Oh, wait, I better. There we go. A proper ending. Well, again, thank you all for joining. Subscribe, all that stuff. So, like, you know, whenever I come back on, I'm gonna figure out where do I want to fly next time. I never know of good places to fly. But, oh well, I'll come back with something. Until then, guys, take care.